Hello everybody, this is Roger from Roger's Reviews, and today we're going to be talking about um, the loader trucks, dump trailers, and what here at Tree Life we decided to do instead of buying a dump trailer. Um, you know how hard it is to, I've already had 3 loader trucks, I've had multiple dump trailers, right now I've probably got over 10 trailers. I've got 3 dump trailers, I've got 2 dump trucks. I just sold my loader truck, and I've had 3. I've had probably a 20 yarder, a 38, 40 yarder, and a 50 yarder. And I choose not to have a loader truck anymore because most of all, you need a CDL to drive them, and it's hard enough to get people with a license, let alone a CDL. So if you find someone with a CDL, usually they already have a job, and either that or they want a lot of money to drive a truck. And if you're not super busy and you're not running that thing wide open, basically it's costing you money. And if you're running it wide open, then you're going to have a lot of maintenance costs because whoever's driving it is not the owner, and they're going to push it to the limit, and they're going to push it harder than you would. So basically, you're going to be stuck with a bill. So anyway, right now we got 1 crew, and we're downsizing, and it's starting to go into the slow season. And I had the opportunity to buy a dump trailer, but I didn't because, well, first of all, we're just doing smaller jobs now, and then we would need another driver, and we'd be more wear and tear on the equipment, and we'd be pulling more, we'd have to have more fuel burnt. So we just take 1 vehicle, and we're able to fit all our equipment on 1 vehicle and 1 trailer. And we were kicking it around, and we decided to go ahead and start loading debris on our equipment trailer because it's 16 feet long, and we have low impact, smaller equipment. So our mini skid and our little baby stump grinder actually doesn't take up a whole lot of room on our trailer. And we have 4 plastic pads that we put down sometimes to, like, if the ground's real wet or mushy, or if someone is real particular about their lawns, we can actually make a road that can go to the tree or stump or whatever their work area is and minimize the damage to the lawn and landscaping. But we haven't been using them lately because the ground's been pretty hard, and we haven't really had any yards to mess up. And both our guys are pretty good at running the skid steer, and they don't turn on the grass. They just basically turn very gingerly, and they also turn on the pavement or concrete or the dirt areas, so we don't have a tendency to mess up yards. So we don't use the little platform, the little pads as much. So what we did was we didn't want to take them off, but we wanted to keep them on the trailer. So before we were placing the pads, they're 4x8 sheets, and we were putting them underneath the equipment and driving the equipment over them. So when we were loading the material up on the like the brush or trees up on top of the trailer, when we were unloading them and pulling off, all those little pads were getting jostled around, and then the tree leaves and everything was getting underneath them, and then it was just harder to unload the trailer. And it was also, it took more time. So what we did, had like a little light bulb go off. We didn't want to take them off, so what we did was we built stanchions on the sides of the trailers, and we basically took those those pads, those 4x8 sheets, polymers, and we built walls up and down the trailer. And then we had a couple smaller sheets. We have a couple attachments for the skid steers, and they're actually flat up and down in their cages. So we're able to put zip tie those pads up against the cages. So now we basically have a full enclosed trailer, and the cages are strong enough where you can take the skid steer and roll the material up, crunch it, and push it and pack it inside. So it's kind of like having a loader truck because you can crunch it, twist it, and pack it. So what we've been doing now is cutting the material you know, like 6 or 7 feet wide on each side, and crunching it up and packing it and putting it in the front of the trailer and just pushing it and packing it, pushing it and packing it, rolling it and packing it. And we've been able to do a bunch of jobs and not have to get a loader truck, not have to call for a loader truck, not have to use a dump trailer. And we're only using one vehicle, and we're able to load a lot of material. And what's also nice, when you pack it and you got those 4 walls, when you pack it and you unload it, it's the same way. You can reach in and grab a bunch and pull it off within a few scoops, you're unloaded. And then you can blow it all out. It's almost like having an empty dump trailer. And also too, if you drive into the trailer and you can pack a lot more in there instead of dropping it over the sides, it's harder to take out. Because basically, if you had a grapple that was on the trailer and you could reach over and grab it, and then you could crunch it down and press it. But I think it's better to have a skid steer go in and crunch it and push it and twist it and really compact. I think you can compact it better this way. So basically, you eliminate the grapple, you eliminate the extra weight. So you basically use your skid steer to load the trailer. And then when everything's pressed up and crunched up in the front, then you can just pull your equipment into it, and you can actually hold the material from coming out. So the only way it can come out is blow it off, blow over. But what you can do is we're building up sides again so we can lift up, and we're building bigger cages. So basically it'll be, you know, over 6 feet tall. So you're going to be able to actually put more debris in this trailer than you can a dump trailer. Because in a dump trailer, a lot of them you can't get the equipment up in, and then you have to have a separate trailer to haul your equipment. This way you have everything in one. So we have 2 trailers. We're trying out the first one. It works awesome. We might use plywood for the second one. The second trailer is even longer. It's like 18 or 20 foot long. So we'll have like, you know, 4 or 5 or 6 more feet to pack material. And we might even use that trailer specifically for hauling debris if we have a bigger job, and we can haul that with the next truck. So that'll be like our backup or extra truck for bigger jobs. And then if we have a humongous job where we're going to have multiple trailers, basically what we'll do is just have a loader truck come in, take the majority of it, and if there's a little bit left, we'll pack it on our trailers and take it back to the shop. And after, you know, 4 or 5 jobs, when we have enough material, we'll have the loader truck come and pick that up. So if you're a smaller company and you want to cut down, especially when we're coming into the, you know, the lighter, not as busy season, the slower season, take your landscape trailer or take your equipment trailer and turn it into like a mini dump, a little loader trailer. And a lot of these smaller jobs you can fit on there. And instead of paying $300 or $400 for a loader truck to pick up a small amount of material, you can basically take that material back to your shop and, you know, maybe accumulate a week's worth of work or 2 weeks worth of work or more, and have a big truck come in and only pay 1 dump fee, 1 grapple truck fee. And basically you can get done with your whole job, get paid for your job, and, you know, not have to add in all that extra money for a loader truck, which is going to make you more competitive. And you're going to beat out those other tree services, because they have to pay all that extra overhead, and they're going to have to pay for that extra truck or that extra equipment and extra people and manpower to come. So if you can have a nice, clean, neat, tight little system where you have like 1 or 2 guys, they can go to the job site and get everything done with 2 people and put all the material on 1 trailer with the equipment, you're going to be a lot more efficient, and you're going to be able to beat out those other guys. So not necessarily bigger is better. And a lot of people throw money at problems and they make them worse. So just look at on your property, look what equipment you have, and try to put a little bit of money in what you have and make it better. So, you know, sometimes your solution to your problem is right in front of you. You just have to think outside the box and realize that, you know, sometimes if you can buy like a big loader truck or a big dump trailer with a grapple, you know, and you're spending tons of money, do the math. Find out like if it's really worth it to upgrade when you already have something that you can use and it can work just as good, if not better, and you don't have to have hardly any money out of pocket. You know, send 1 guy and get some steel and help them weld it together, or get 1 guy to weld it together, and then you nail the boards on, or what do you have to do, and paint it up. It, you know, still looks professional. Put some signs on it, and save yourself some money. And that's what the name of the game is. You got to stay efficient, make money without spending money, stay small and keep it all. So we call it running your business on the down low. So call 904-584-TREE, leave your comments on the bottom, and I try to answer all the questions. But us little guys got to stick together, and we got to be efficient, because those big guys are trying to put us out of business. Can't have that. Us little guys are the ones that built the country. So we're going to continue to build the country, and we're going to continue to be successful. Have a great day.